Hi, Carrie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thanks. Hi, Emily. So we'll just give everyone a few minutes to join. Linda's here. I'm just giving everyone a few minutes to join. I hope everyone's doing really well. Okay, I know a couple of other people RSVP'd, so there we go. Serena was coming in. Let's- Okay. We had a couple more, so I'll just give 2 more minutes here. Okay, I think that's it. I hope everyone's doing really well. Today is November 10th, 2024. This is the Functional Fertility Office Hours. So here we really do focus on the functional fertility tests and any questions about those. So who would like to go first?
I really would like to go first.
Okay.
So I had a few questions about the GI map. I would like to know if my husband can do it also.
Yes. Yep,
Okay.
of course. Yeah, you definitely can.
So how can I request this or get this set up?
Yeah, so Linda, with you being, just remind me, did we ship it to Spain for you or did we ship it elsewhere?
Actually, I'm going to be in the US in
Yeah.
December.
So we just the same way. So if we just email Amy, she'll place the order and ship it to wherever it's just placed under an email address, and so you can have it shipped to wherever you are physically, and then it just gets sent back same way.
So
Yeah.
I would contact Amy and tell her.
Yeah, we can just email her. I can actually just do it right now. And I can
Because I would also like to retest whenever it's, so I would like to get the two GI maps, one for me to retest and one for my husband to do.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, so Linda, and you're coaching with Sarah, right?
Yeah.
Sarah. Mhm.
So while I'm in Florida, I could pick up the two GI maps.
And just remind me of your husband's name.
It's Raul, Raul.
Road. Add Zonulin. Um, reply with any info as we are on the office hour soon. Okay, cool. All right, so we'll get that ordered. Oh, hold on one sec.
Lolita.
Lynn. Okay, cool. All right, so that is, I copied you, Linda, on the email. Um, so then we can all just be on the same page and that'll be great. So I usually do recommend retesting after 6 months.
Okay.
But you know, it can be sooner if you like, just to see the,
Whenever you say it's just to have the test here. So
yeah.
whenever it's appropriate. Yeah. And
Okay.
then the jump start, I can send you the address for Florida so you can send it to Florida also for
Yeah. Yes. And did you get the refund?
yes, we did.
Okay,
Yes.
great. So it'll be a lot less for shipping. So
Okay.
I will send you, I'll send you that amount and I can ship it to Florida. That'll be easy. So just let me know when you're ready for that and I'll take care of it. You're going to be in
As
September, right?
no, in December.
Yeah. So do we want to go ahead and do that?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, great. So I'll send you the email information about that as well.
Okay. And so the next thing is that I started the 5R protocol. So I'm on phase 2.
So you started, so how I usually have been doing this for everyone or most people in the program, because with, so with the GI especially, like it can take several months to heal. Like when I was personally healing mine, it's taken me like 2 years. So we really consolidate and do all the phases together because everyone's or most everyone is on a different timeline for trying to conceive. So for me personally, I had like 9 rounds of IVF and I had many, 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 many miscarriages. And so I just kind of took a very long break because it was just, you know, it's heart-wrenching and it's hard on the body and it's financially devastating too. So I just said, you know, I'm gonna give myself some time to heal. And so I gave myself, you know, a bit of time and spread it out, but with actively trying to conceive and kind of trying to conceive while on an antimicrobial or anything that's like chelating. So like I had some high toxin levels of probably from living in New York City, but you know, chelating those out, that takes a long time to get out of your tissue, like a really long time. And that's something that you want to be doing separate potentially. And so the protocols that I've been designing have been in, you know, a shorter time period of like all of it together, you know, like doing the 5R simultaneously instead of giving like, you know, a couple months here. And the most that some of the participants have been going through is to do a month of the jump start and then 8 weeks of the antimicrobials. And for antimicrobials, it's 8 weeks minimum. So
Okay.
even after 8 weeks, and so if you're cycling with it and choosing to split it, and I always write the protocol splitting the follicular and the luteal phases, it would be 16 weeks because it needs to be 8 weeks total. And sometimes it needs to be longer. It just
Yeah.
depends. So yeah, so it's your protocol is all simultaneous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it all now. I
Yeah.
just want, yeah, I just wanted to confirm the mastic gum. Is it this one that I'm supposed to be taking?
Yeah, it's so good.
That
Both of you should be taking that.
both of us. Okay.
So yeah, the toothpaste, the mastic gum and the black cumin seed, I think is what you have. I can look up your
Yeah.
particular protocol. That is for the H. pylori. And H.
Yes.
pylori likes to hide out in the gums. And so that's why we do the toothpaste. And it also it's easily transmitted via saliva. And so if
Okay.
your partner likely has it as well.
Okay. And so that would be 3 caps twice a day. I just want to make sure I'm doing
On
it
an
right.
empty stomach. Yeah, I can see what I wrote in your protocol. Let me just look it up, Linda. Just give
Yeah,
me,
I just wanted to make sure that it was 3 capsules twice a day.
hold on, just give me one sec. I'm gonna look at your protocol. because it's not, I do all the protocols custom. So let me make sure that's usually what I dosed. Yeah, so you have the black cumin and 3 capsules twice a day, and it's between meals. So it's
Okay.
on more of an empty stomach.
Okay, I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, and the LVGB that you said I could take, it's not in the list, but you said I could take because of my statocrat.
Yeah, so LVGB is going to be to help support digesting fats and proteins. So that's, I like the Designs for Health brand, and that one's great.
Okay, and so that
You
would,
add that on?
yeah, I did. Bueno, and the
Oh,
bottle
okay.
says 3 capsules per day. Is that I follow what's on the bottle, no? 3
Yeah,
cap.
that's
Okay,
fine.
perfect. And I just wanted to
And
know if
that one has, oh, hold on just one sec. Why did that not type? I just want to update because it's important too. Um, Designs for Health, LV, GB complex, 3 capsules per day. That one has GB. So this one, I just want to see how much milk thistle taurine. A. Yeah, so just watch your A levels because this has vitamin A in it.
yeah, okay.
And so why I didn't recommend this for you like in your protocol is because I wanted to clear out a little bit of the H. pylori first.
Okay, so
That's
should
why I didn't put it in. Yeah. So I
I?
specifically wanted to hold off on that one. Yeah, and I considered it for you, but yeah, there was a reason that I didn't put it in. So yeah. Did you
So
already
should
start taking it? Yeah, I would wait on it.
Okay, I
Yeah,
was
and I would just do the castor oil packs over your liver.
okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know if my GI map results, did it indicate at all that I have SIBO? Does it have any type of indication that I may have SIBO?
So the GI map does not test for SIBO. So I as a practitioner choose the GI map first and ahead of any SIBO testing.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, for in how I was trained, the most important steps are I like to open up the detox pathways, the lymphatic and detox pathways, because I think everything works better when they're open and when you have enough energy to go through an antimicrobial detox. That's why I like the jump start. Now, for some people, it will have their Dutch results in, or we'll just go by signs and symptoms for adrenal function, for the fatigue. And, you know, it just helps with the antimicrobial detox process of not feeling as much side effect because, you know, when you're killing off, depending on how much overgrowth there is, you're definitely going to feel something. Like this is not going to be there's no side effects or no symptoms, but it's certainly not going to be like having a side effect from a pharmaceutical, for example.
Okay.
But it's still strong. Like we want these things to work. Um, and so I always start with the large intestine, and go from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because bueno,
So
the
with
only thing.
SIBO, we would look for those upper GI. So it can be an indicator that there
Mhm.
may be the overgrowth occurring. Indicators are those upper GI symptoms that I tend to ask everyone about on every call. You know, with the H. pylori, you know, we could think there could be some SIBO, but really, if we start here, it's going to benefit in
Overall.
many different ways. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where to start, in my view.
Bueno, that I guess that links into the one of the last question is so I was looking at my test and the commensals, like 4 of them are quite low. So what I'm doing now will help those others. The Bacteroides fragilis, Enterobacter, Bacteroides, and Firmicutes. I don't know how
So
to.
you are taking um Akkermansia, which is, I think yours was below detectable levels.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that will need to be repopulated over a 6 to 12 month period.
yeah.
Okay. Then I have you on the Designs for Health phytobiome. So that is a prebiotic that feeds the commensals.
Mm,
Then I have you on orthomolecular orthobiotic. This is
okay,
a very strong probiotic that will help to repopulate. Yeah.
okay. Well, specifically those two are the ones I have not been able to get. So I'll get them when I'm in the US.
Oh, the phytobiome and the orthomolecular.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
just only those.
the orthomolecular is so strong. It's so good. I mean, I can put you on a different one. I could put you on a spore-based, but you've been on that one before, I think.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
And
so I like this one a lot. But
mhm.
which one are you taking right now?
I'm taking the woman's, the one with lactobacillus and bifidobacterium because of my fertility results that said that I need to repopulate those.
You might want to consider the spore-based one as well. I think you've been able to get megaspore in the past,
Yeah.
right?
So do the
I would
megas.
take that in the interim, but you may feel quite bloated. It may be too much. So the Megaspore has very specific dosing of how to start off with it. You have to start off with not the full dose because you'll feel quite bloated in most cases. I've been able to take the full dose and been fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the final last question is right now, just to make sure, since I'm doing the second phase, so I'm on vitamin D, CoQ10, the supplements, the extra
Wait,
supplements.
when you say you're on the second phase, what does that mean?
That means I started the FR protocol because you gave me the okay to start the phase 2 before the jump start.
Right. So you're taking the ones that I sent to you, the toothpaste,
Everything,
the GI
everything.
Microbics,
Yeah, I have
IGI
the.
Shield, the black cumin seed oil, the GI Revive, and the mastic gum. We're going to take off the LVGB for right now. I think that's way too much for you. That's why I didn't put it on.
Okay. So I'm doing all of that except for the phytobiome and the orthobiotic because I don't have it.
Yes. Okay. And then you're also doing
Vitamin.
acromantia and glutathione, yeah?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay,
And
great. Yeah.
I was just wanted to confirm that it's okay
Sure.
to continue with the vitamin D, the CoQ10, and I'm doing the Super EPA Pro and the cod liver oil.
Yeah,
And
so just as long as your D levels don't get too high, right?
okay,
So we want to watch that. Any of the fat soluble vitamin levels, we want to be really careful about because they're toxic at high levels. So A, D, E, and K, we want to really make sure that we're not going above what we should be.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So
thank
as long
you.
as there's not too much D is my one. And your levels were on the lower side, right, of D
Yeah, they
anyway.
were pretty low. Yeah.
So I think you'll be fine with all of that. Yeah, it's great. I am very hopeful, and I I think that all of this is going to really make you feel a lot better, and is this is very foundational because the GI, I start there because if you're not able to absorb nutrients from your food, and let's say you're doing an IVF cycle or a medicated cycle, if the absorption is not great, then all of that is kind of, this is foundation to help all of that. So for me,
Mhm.
this is really important. And it's also, your immune function, where your energy is going. Is your energy going? And we look at those secretory IgA levels really to say, like, our body is wiped out. And so therefore, to me, it's not going to prioritize the energy required for oogenesis and um Yeah, and for especially for the egg quality. So this is why I like to start with the gut always. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll just be waiting for your email for the jumpstart note so I can send you
Okay.
the payment.
Absolutely. Yes, that's perfect. Okay, go to bed, Linda. It's so
Yeah, I'm going to go to bed. Thanks everyone for letting me
good
go.
night.
Thank you.
Good night, sweetie. Okay.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Okay, who's next?
Should I go next? It's Carrie.
Hi, Carrie. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Um, I just did my GI map and I'm still waiting back for the results. How does that work? Will I do it next time with Amy or can I see them or how does that work?
Sure. So let's see. Well, it's nice to meet you, Carrie.
You
Um,
too.
you are in the October cohort, so welcome to the program, and I really look forward to working with you. I am just going to check Rupa right now. So what happens with, and this is great for anyone listening as well. So it's great to start with the GI map as, one of your first tests, and really please try to get that in as early as possible. So you will receive a notification from Rupa that your results are in. I don't even receive the notification. And so I have to just like proactively check it. So um let's see. Carrie, are you comfortable giving your last name? I just want to make,
Yeah, I don't know which one it's under. It's is it with the one with the C or the E?
well, the email is with the C.
Okay, but I think it's under the E one, so
It is.
EL.
Okay. Yep. Yours is in.
Oh,
Yes. So what I will do with this, it just came in. That was quick. Um, I will do a write-up for Amy. Um, and make some recommendations for you. Yeah, okay. Cool. So I will write this up for Amy this week and we'll get going with you on some things. So that's great. I'll let Amy know that we chatted in office hours. Um and go from there.
okay. And then I also had a question. Hold on, I'm pulling it up really quick. Is there anything that I can do to slow down the thyroid antibodies? Like, can I ever cure it or overcome it?
So I think that as we heal, the thyroid antibodies are an autoimmune reaction. And so we're seeking to reduce inflammation. And so hopefully, yes, we have seen those antibodies reduce and we've seen
Once,
thyroid
okay,
levels get better. Yeah. But
okay,
for a cure, I mean, it doesn't quite work that way, but we have seen the thyroid in particular is, fluctuates a lot. And so as we're doing all of these healing things to heal from a nutrition, a sleep hygiene, a stress level, we're healing through Chinese herbs and medicine, we're healing through the supplements. So diet, lifestyle, it all plays a crucial role.
okay. And then the other thing I was wondering is, I know there's a lot of stress in my life. I try to meditate, I try to do all the things. Um,
Yeah.
is there would any sort of like anxiety medicine take the pressure off the egg? I feel like the stress is hurting my egg quality and hurting oxidative stress and things along those lines. Would any anxiety medication help make that situation better, or would that make it worse?
So I think how I would frame this is that have you had your session with Samantha yet?
Yes.
Okay. I would really work with Samantha,
Okay.
um, and utilize her. I think she is so brilliant and she's such an incredible resource for everyone. We are so blessed to have her. Like we're so lucky to have her on our team. And I think that talking with her, um, about that is probably a really great resource to utilize. And then just, keeping in mind that it just depends on how impactful it is, right? So, we haven't had our one-on-one time together, so I would need to kind of go into it a bit further, but Amy's also an incredible resource for reframing. And I would also point you to a lot of Amy's meditations. If you haven't already started working with them, they're really great. Um,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have been doing
it
them.
just depends, what sometimes it's just seeing some improvements or, even small measures of improvement can really, really help like reframe and reset. So I think
Hmm.
the work with Samantha is critical. And then it's kind of like, is it to a point where, okay, I've really, I've done a lot of this and I think a little bit of extra support is necessary for a time being. That is that's a place where I would, really work and think and have that answered. Yeah.
Okay. And then last question, trying to stay away from foods with histamine in it because I think that was a big part of my issue.
Yeah.
How do you incorporate like red meat? All I've been doing is eating like salmon and chicken here and there, but how do you incorporate like red meat?
So, do you want to eat red meat?
Yes, but I'm afraid to eat it because it hurts my stomach. But I do want to
Yeah,
eat it.
let's do your GI because I think you're going to feel a lot better after we get this on in a better shape.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that there's a few things that we need to do to that will help reduce inflammation. So, yeah, I think that you're going to feel better after we do some work with your GI. And
Okay.
then
I'll just hang
what
tight.
I found is like, I was at a place where I couldn't have dairy and now I can have some levels of dairy when I want to or when I'm eating out or, if I want some pizza, which I love so much. Um,
Same. Okay.
you got to live, it's 80/20, right? And so for me, like I couldn't have it for years and years and years and years. Like my whole life really. And now after all of this healing, like I can have it. So it's a journey. And there's right now with you, what I'm seeing is like we need to really work on inflammation. And red meat
Oh,
is a bit inflammatory. So yeah, so we'll do some work to kind of calm everything down internally.
okay.
And
Great. I can't wait to see the results. So thank you.
I know I will do them. God, I hate overpromising and
It's
underdelivering.
okay. It's
But
okay. I understand.
I have them and don't be alarmed by my out of office. I'm going to be away from the 14th to the 22nd. I'm going to be in Peru on a meditation retreat and I'm teaching yoga there, so I really want
Wow.
to being there and my own healing and my own little time off so I can treat all of you better. So I'm going to try to get as much done as I can. So I will put yours on my list for tomorrow morning. I'm going to
Thank you so
send
much.
that off to Amy tomorrow. Yes. And I'm emailing her right now just to say your results are in. And I'll work on them tomorrow.
Thank you. And have fun in Peru.
Oh, thank you. I look forward to working with you. And yeah, I would book another session with Sam. Did you find the first one helpful?
Yeah, I definitely will do that.
Okay. All right. Well, it's
Thank
so lovely
you.
to meet you and yeah, just be gentle on yourself too. This is a journey. So, you're in a good community and we really truly care. Um I'm not perfect and I definitely care though, so deeply and really want to support everyone. And I know sometimes it's not what people need and there's not enough time or, whatever it is, but just know that we all care so much. And yeah, we're here for you.
Thank you. And bye, Emily and Serena.
Okay, Emily, Serena, give me one quick sec. Office hours. Okay, who wants to go next?
I'll
Okay.
go. I just wanted to check in about next steps. So,
Sure.
I think you had originally emailed and said we were going to do 2 phases, the first one being 4 weeks. So I'm at the end of that. I will say that I was having great improvement. I've been dealing with some bloating still, but that's been under control for the most part this week. But yesterday and today, I've had loose stools again, like I was having.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that is different is I ran out of the black cumin seed oil on Friday. So yesterday was my first day not having it.
Yeah, but I would think that it would take a little longer. I mean, so I'm just looking at your protocol. So it's 4 weeks and then we're going to review and
Right.
revise if there's any issues.
Okay.
So, I mean, again, like I think generally with these antimicrobials, it's 8 weeks.
Okay.
I know you've been on and off of them, so I want to honor that, but I don't know that it's because you stopped black cumin seed oil. If
Okay.
anything, I think that the black cumin seed oil, could loosen the stool a little bit. So, was anything else different? Was there stress, or are you ovulating? Are you near your period?
Um,
Um, did you
I
eat out, or were you off diet? Like, and maybe you're exposed to a bug. Like, those are, where I would kind of point.
yeah, I've actually been feeling more at peace. Like I know it kind of sounds silly, but like there have been a couple things that have led me to like we're incorporating God into our family a little bit more. And so we've been praying together with my son at night, and
Uh,
husband and I have been praying together in bed. And I feel like we've just been the past like week or two, been a lot closer, and everything is just kind of like peace in our home. So
Beautiful, Serena.
yeah, the stress is kind of, I don't feel like I don't feel perceived stress. So diet, like I did have a cheeseburger with my son on Friday. So that would be probably the only thing. Like, but we usually have like a meal like that once a week, where we go out and have fun.
Which is good, and I think that's fine. Yeah, I would just think that maybe it's so hard to tell because there's
Yeah,
so many things that can cause our stool to be a little looser, and it may not be any of the things I listed. I think, it's just
I'm just
I
worried that,
expect one anomaly a week for most people, really. Like
okay,
it's like sleeping too. Like, you can sleep well like most nights, but like one night a week, it's like likely going to be a little bit off
yeah.
for most
I'm just
people.
a little worried because I did have that Giardia on my GA map, and I had the loose stools for like 2 months. And then once I
Oh,
started the GI protocol, it was like day 3 or 4, and had some solid poops, and
oh, amazing. I'm so
I've been
relieved.
having some like amazing bowel movements. It's like
Oh, yeah.
not to do too much information, but yeah,
Oh,
up
we
until
love
yes,
talking about poop in Chinese medicine. It's like our thing.
well, up until yesterday, it's been like incredible. So
Oh, this is great. Yeah. I would embrace that and just think, so after 3 days of starting, had solid slash normal um bowel movements. Um and they were normal for how many weeks?
4, I'd
Four
say,
weeks.
yeah.
Had one loose yesterday.
I had 2 loose movements yesterday, and it was a lot. And then I
Yeah.
just had to run off the call for a second because I had to go again today. So I've had 2 today.
No. I would really, I mean, I know it's nice to go out but I'd be really careful about sometimes, yeah, like once we start like getting really cleansed and healthy, it's hard to eat at certain restaurants or have, even in people's homes. Like it's like you'll notice it, if I go out, like I totally know the next day I'm gonna be off. Like I'm not gonna
Yeah,
feel, yeah, it does happen. And
okay,
that's part of this, like, you become a bit more robust in some ways, but potentially a bit more sensitive to when something's not quite right. Your body's just like, no, thank you. Bye-bye. And that's
yeah,
what your body's doing right now. Like in some ways, like, with loose stools, it's your body's like flushing out something that it doesn't need. And there's concern with like for how long that goes on, because you don't want it to be for a very long period of time, because you can get very, very ill and dehydrated from it and
okay,
lose a lot of electrolytes. So that's where like there's concern with like how loose it is and how long it goes on for. But it's flushing something out that likely needs to get out. So, if it goes
okay,
on for like, more than a couple days, then I would definitely check back in with your doctor.
okay,
But yeah, I mean, I know the black cumin, I just love that one, and that's why I
okay,
haven't been able to find a replacement. That's why you have to order it separately. I know it's a little
okay. So
pain.
I should continue that.
Yeah,
Okay.
get that back. You feeling good otherwise? I think it's really beautiful.
Yeah,
We can get so lost on this path, and this journey of, taking the joy and the magic out of our relationship, um, whether it be with our partner, our spouse, or ourselves, or with spirit, however, you see spirit and feel connected to spirit, whether it's God or something else, or another, um, deity. But it's just important to not lose that, because this process is truly miraculous and there's a lot of magic in it, that when we get too clinical, and I think sometimes that's why some of the work I do is a bit triggering to people, because it is a bit more clinical, and it can be complicated, but I try to keep it really simple for you all. And there's like, it's all custom. There's definitely like a reason for keeping it simple in some ways, and I think very doable. So is your husband also doing the toothpaste and the black
no,
cumin and the mastic gum? Is there any way that you can get black cumin seeds and he's not allergic to seeds, right?
think so.
Get
He's
the black
been,
cumin seeds and put it in a smoothie, because that will help even.
yeah, I can try. I can try to order some for him and just see if he'll do it. I mean, he's been more open to like, he's starting to do some of the things that I'm doing, like
Good.
getting outside in the morning. He'll join me. He ordered his own magnesium supplement
Oh,
and
so
some vitamin D, and he ordered the same brands that I use. So he's like, I think starting to see that, like, I don't know, I'm not like dealing with the same things that I used to be part of our everyday, like the all day fatigue, like I'm sleeping amazing.
Oh, Serena, I'm so happy. This is all really positive. It's such a long,
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah, so I mean, I'll try to get him. It's just,
yeah, it's just that H. pylori it's in the mouth
yeah,
in most cases. And I think that that's, he'll feel better too if he does have high levels of it, but I think he'll just feel better from those. I mean, mastic gum is not a big deal.
yeah.
And black cumin seed, I mean, it should be straightforward, but I understand.
I think for him, it's just the cost. Like we have a lot of expenses right now,
Yeah.
so we're just trying to cut wherever we
But did
can.
he order it on his own? Because you get a nice discount from the full script.
He did order his on his own, so I told him next time, like, no, so I can
And they have, I've been using the Beekeepers, for myself. Like the
Okay.
nasal spray is freaking amazing. Every time I'm like in a crowded place on a train, I like have the nasal spray and it's been
Or
so,
what is that?
it's Beekeepers Natural. And they have awesome products. So they have this great throat spray that I've been using, and it's really it's not expensive at all in my view, like compared to some of the other things, but it's a nasal spray and I swear by it. It has made me feel so good. Because I'm very sensitive to the shift from the hot season to the dry season. And when it's dry, that's where there's extra, extra ability for viruses to replicate in
Okay.
the nasal passages. And so that's why we see, and with the change in the temperature, that's why we see a lot of like seasonal colds, and also just keeping the back of your neck like right where that bulges at cervical vertebra 6, 7. That's a very important place in Chinese medicine to keep covered
Okay.
from wind coming in. Wind is like the carrier of 1,000 diseases in Chinese medicine. And so keeping that covered. But I've loved Beekeepers brand for and the nasal spray. Anytime I go out in public, I like spray it before and after just to, it's so good.
Yeah.
The throat spray is really nice too. And
Okay.
and if and like my 11-year-old loves the throat spray. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
good. As long as there's no allergies, the bees, like, there's propolis in it. So as long as there's no um bee sting, bee allergies.
yeah. I think we're good there.
Everybody always has to check all their supplements for their family members and themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I
Even
guess,
the toothpaste has black walnut husks. So I always say, like, even though it's not the nut, like I still am cautious with it. Yeah.
okay.
Good. I'm glad you're feeling better.
I definitely am. I
I
just,
think cheeseburgers may be a little heavy for your
okay.
new system right now.
Okay. You're
Sorry.
so good though.
Have
Um,
a cheat day, but have a cheat day that's a little like not a cheeseburger.
okay. So I'll just continue all of this stuff and check back in like 4
Or if
weeks.
it's a cheeseburger, make it yourself.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
instead of having it out. Because really, oftentimes what is very sensitive with eating out is the oil that they're using.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will do that. Thank you so much.
We
Karen.
just went out to this hibachi grill that I'd never been to for this birthday party thing, and I was like, I'm not eating any of that. And the oil that they were using, even like everyone was like, oh my God, the oil. And they all ate, and everyone was up all night, like with gurgling stomach. I had like a sushi roll with like no soy. I was like, no soy in this, please. I was up all night and I mean, like gurgling stomachs. And it was like there were like 12 of us and everyone was like had the same reaction. And I was like, gosh,
Um,
I didn't even have the oil at all. And it was just from
yeah.
like being there. Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, eating out is you gotta go to a really, really good farm to table, clean, clean, clean place that, you know, has the gluten-free fryer, for anything they're cooking. And it's,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know that we have that around here in the
creative.
Midwest.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Carrie.
So much love to you, Serena. You're doing
Thanks.
amazing. It's just
Enjoy.
time, okay? Just
I know I'm
keep the
walking in
line,
faith. I'm thanking
the
God for the
faith, keep the
journey.
hope, keep the belief.
Yeah.
Revisit Amy's body belief, okay?
Yeah.
Thank
yeah, feel like I'm in a really good place. So,
No,
um,
go ahead.
yeah.
Well, keep me posted too if the stools stay loose, but
Well,
yeah.
enjoy Peru. You deserve
Thank
the
you.
time off.
Thank you.
All right.
You'll come on one of the retreats.
Oh, that would be a dream.
It's so good. It's life-changing. It's amazing.
All right. Well, you
So
guys
much
have a
love
good
to
night.
you. Good night.
Bye, Emily.
Do you have some questions?
So I guess so I haven't ordered the GI map yet.
Okay.
I'm still going to, but I was just wondering if um there's also like or if it even be worthwhile to do like a micronutrient deficiency test, or if those are helpful at all, or
I feel like you have done so much,
yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. It's a good question. How are you feeling?
Um, well, so funny you mentioned I have been having some sinus stuff going on.
Okay. I saw you
And
kind of take note and I was like, Em's gonna get
yeah,
it.
yeah, the
Literally
beekeepers.
so good. I'm
I
like
mean, I
I'm putting it's so good that I'm putting it in the gift bag for the
really.
retreat for the participants. Yeah, I'm gonna put it
Oh,
in
okay.
the gift because I'm co-facilitating this one. So I'm
Oh,
literally like I'm so in love with this stuff. I'm putting the throat spray in the gift bag.
okay.
Yeah, so everyone can use it on the plane.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so good. But yeah, the sinus, it could just be the change in weather, or you have a little bit of a cold.
Yeah, because I mean, it's probably been going on for a month, and like every day I get a bloody nose, and at
Oh,
first it
that
was,
could be dryness. Yeah, it's
yeah,
probably a dry, um, mucus membrane. That nasal spray
yeah.
might burn a bit because it is strong, but
Okay.
I think if you want to start with yeah, with maybe like one spray of it and see how it feels. But yeah, you
Okay.
wouldn't want to further irritate it, but it's like you could also put some sometimes when mine gets very dry like that, I put coconut oil, like just a little bit of coconut oil can be really super.
Oh,
Yeah.
like in your nose, kind of, or
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like raw in there.
Yeah, try a little bit of coconut oil.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
The coconut oil is really great. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't think there's more tests besides like the GI map, or
Well, I mean, there's so many tests that one can do. It's just
yeah.
a matter of like, what, how are you feeling? Are you having any skin kind of conditions? Like, how's your period?
Yeah.
Did you get your cycle?
So I I'm kind of confused, but I think I might have ovulated, but
Okay.
because um I was, well, it was a weird month. I had egg white cervical mucus for 24 days,
Okay,
which,
that's great.
yeah, that was a long time. So I started testing with the Mira, and my estrogen was like as higher than it's ever been. And then I did have a LH surge. And
Great. Hang
so,
on. Wait, I need to take notes in your chart. Hold on.
okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Like, there's so much good information in the office hours. I don't want to lose it.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just open up your chart one sec. Sorry about this.
No, no problem.
So you had 24 days of egg white cervical mucus.
Yeah, like
Woo,
all day. It was
that's
shocking.
great. That's amazing.
Yeah, I was kind of getting concerned after a while. But
So you had LH surge.
yeah.
Okay. Do you want
And
it? Can you send us all like a snapshot of it?
yeah.
Okay, that
Yeah.
would be great.
So
Email
so
all
like
of
the
we'll
okay.
email numbers
Yeah.
and image of Mira. Okay, what else?
So I know, like, so my progesterone, it's the last couple days, it's only been at 2, which I know is super low, but like I've never had anything above less than 1. So like,
That's great.
so
You're
like,
getting there.
I feel like my body's trying to do something.
It is. It's waking up.
Yeah.
This is great. This is
So,
all really positive.
and I've been tracking my temperature for the past couple months, and this was the first time my temperature went like above 98, and it's been higher for the last couple days. So, although I know like you can't just rely on temperature, but I've just been trying to track everything. Just
And did you try to conceive?
no, because I wasn't sure what was going on.
Okay. So this is great. So I think, I think these are all just like massive, massive milestones that you're getting to. Really, 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 truly.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great.
Okay. I
You're,
just like I want to make sure I don't leave any stone unturned, and if I need to
I
test
know.
more.
Well, I mean, there's so many tests that we could do. I mean, I think doing a GI map is worth it at this point,
Yeah.
and then we go from there. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll just order that one then.
Let's do that. And just know that you are so wonderful and amazing, and you're doing everything right. These are all massive milestones, and I'm really proud of
Yeah.
you. And I'm so honored to work with you. Truly, really, Emily, we're all cheering for you. And I'm so happy that you had that. It's all waking up. It's all happening.
Yeah.
Okay. You just
Yeah.
need to
I
hear
feel like,
next.
yeah, like before like like doing this program was the best thing I've ever done. Besides getting married was the best thing I've done in my life. Just I was I can't even like before I started this, I was in such a deep pit. And now I'm like I look forward to waking up. It's
Oh,
such
I
so
know. It's beautiful.
I can tell my body's healing, I
Yeah.
guess.
I know it can take a long time. It can take a
Yeah,
long time,
yeah,
but you're healing it, and you've got
yeah.
to keep encouraging your body and tap into that like divine feminine, and like
Oh yeah,
really start trying to tap into like, I don't like the beauty and femininity that you have, and like really get in touch with that side of it too, and really
okay.
into the magic of it, because it's so important to
Yeah,
believe, and it's so
yeah,
important to have that hope, and to know that like, and to thank your body, and to talk to your body, and like we are so responsive and receptive, and to really have that and hold that tight, that relationship that you have with yourself, that like, and thank your body, and thank yourself for like what you're doing. You've done so much work, You've been so wonderful and diligent and devoted, and
yeah,
really, really have faith that, these are milestones, like, and you are crushing it. You're passing them, and you're gonna get there. You're gonna get there.
yeah.
You're gonna get there.
I think so. And I mean, before I met you and Amy and Sarah, I did not have hope. So it's because of you. So thank you.
You're so welcome. You're so wonderful, Emily. You're gonna get there. I promise. You're doing everything right. And we could do a myriad of other tests. And let me just kind of think about that one for you. But I think,
Yeah.
I really believe like I think that, let me think about that for you. Okay. Let me think about that. Did you have one in mind that you were thinking of?
I guess I've just like when I've been like Googling, I guess like a nutrient deficiency type
Mm.
test, just to make sure like I have like enough um of all the nutrients.
Yeah,
Because
I think like what would be more important is to retest like environmental toxins and metals for you.
oh,
Is
okay.
really important for you. Knowing
Yeah.
like where you are, where you live, and
Yeah.
I think that that's very important. I mean, it's important for all of us, but I think that that is what I would focus on.
Okay.
Because really, like, your nutrients, if you're following the egg quality diet, you're really
Yeah.
getting so many great nutrients. So I would focus more on like retesting, um, like a heavy metal environmental toxin test. That's what I would do for you.
So, and I asked the functional medicine doctor
Yeah,
about that, and they recommend waiting at least 18 months.
that's a
So
long time.
yeah,
That
so
seems very long to me because when when I've done it for myself, like I've retested sooner than that.
oh, okay.
Yeah, just to I would I would I would question that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I wanted to test it but just because the first test I had high mold, and I've been trying to work on that. So
Yeah, I mean, and how many months has it been?
it's been like 6 months.
So I would give it another bit of time because it does take a long time
Oh,
actually.
okay. Okay.
So I would give it a little bit more time, maybe at the year mark.
Okay. Okay.
I would
So,
think the 8 to 12 month range, I would retest.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So even with the GI map, I think, retesting every 6 months,
Yeah.
you're based on signs and symptoms though.
Okay. Yeah, I'll order that now because I'm overdue for that.
Well, yeah, but it's also like it's a good place to start. But yeah, I would think that those two would be where I would focus, and you're working with the Mira, so
Yeah.
seeing what those results are. If you can send those to us, that would be great.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
So if do you, because I know sometimes Amy said that like sometimes if you order more than one test, they do like a bundle. Is the toxin test with Rupa or would that be
Yeah.
totally separate?
Yeah, you
Oh, it
can.
is?
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a bunch of different mold and toxin tests.
because
Um,
I was wondering if it would be better to, that's why I haven't ordered the GI test, because if I was going to get a
yeah,
second test.
let's look into that. I don't know how much of a discount it is.
Oh,
And then also, we don't upcharge those tests. So, you know,
oh, okay.
I would also just kind of maybe compare sometimes the costs. Like,
Yeah.
I know for me, ordering through us is best for me.
Yeah.
But it just depends on, yeah, so that is at cost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'm not sure what a bundled price looks like. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So should I just wait on the tax test and just do the GI?
I would look into waiting on both of them. We can
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead with like a GI protocol for you, but you've really been
Yeah.
doing so much already. I mean, we could look and see what it might be a good place to baseline and start, and it will also like indirectly show us like a mold level.
Okay.
So it could I would recommend moving forward with the GI map and then
Oh,
wait
okay.
and testing the environmental at the 12-month mark.
Oh, okay. And then maybe do another GI at the 12-month mark
It
too.
takes chelation takes a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You're doing
Okay.
everything right, Em. You're so thoughtful.
Okay.
I love it.
Oh, thank you. Well, thanks for all your tips. I always take lots of notes.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Thank you for the feedback. It means so much. I mean, it's so crushing if I'm rushed on a call because I have another client right after, we get very booked up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
very crushing if I'm not able to give someone as much time as they need. So I'm really happy to be able to offer these office hours, and I'm so glad that you utilize them because it's
Yeah.
important. There's always a lot of questions, but at the end of the day, like we all are here rooting for everyone and we're available to help. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
good.
All
We'll
right.
send in the mirror and
Okay.
And look at what the pricing looks like. Just ask, Jackie is doing, Amy just emailed me actually while we were on this call to say Jackie's
Oh.
doing all the ordering for Rupa. So
Oh, okay.
it's that info at Team Amy. And so she
Okay.
can get you like what the bundled price would be versus the singular.
Okay, I'll email her. You said email info at Team Amy?
Info, I think it's info at amyroute.com.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
great.
right. Well, thanks, Sam. Good to
All right.
see
Thanks,
you.
Carrie.
Well,
Yeah, have a great
congrats.
trip. Have fun.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Have a good night. Have a good
All right, you
week.
too. Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye.
Bye.